Welcome back to another episode of These Two Girls podcast. Hey, Candy.
Hey Cheyenne. Hi Cheyenne. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing quite fine. I'm here. We stepped into the best month of the year, so I'm feeling myself a little bit. Because you know,
Oh, right. It's
right.
November.
It's okay. Don't say it
Uh,
like that. Well, yeah, November. Because yes, it's Scorpio season.
I guess.
We out here in these streets.
Do you
You
really
know.
believe in horoscopes?
Listen, can I? No, I mean, no. You want to know what's funny though? I don't. But when you look up something and you're like, "That's me right there."
Hmm.
No, you ever get that with horoscopes? Like, how did this?
Sometimes.
How,
Yes.
sometimes, right?
Right. But people who they meet somebody or they're talking about somebody and they're like, oh, they're a Scorpio,
What is
aren't
your
they?
sign? Oh,
And I'm
oh.
just like looking at them like, what?
Yeah,
How
I tend to get that.
how do they know? Did they study this? Did they memorize these personality traits? Like that's crazy to me that some people
Unless some of
really.
us Unless some of us that's born around the same time have some similar behaviors.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I don't doubt that there's something to horoscopes, right? Like I don't think somebody just made this up and it somehow works. I think there's something to it. But I just
Mhm.
find the people who know these
Oh,
things
okay. I see
very
what you're
strange.
saying.
I'm just like, you
Right.
have too much time on your hands. Like, why do you know that I'm a Pisces? Just because of what I just said.
What did they say about Pisces?
I don't even know. Honestly, some of it is, I feel like a lot of it, depending on the source, it can be inconsistent, to be honest. But I mean, there's some things I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess that's.
So what are some of the things that you agree about a
I
Pisces?
honestly can't remember because I really don't follow it. I mean, I'm a little more reserved personality wise, and
Okay.
I guess the way that I do things a little bit more methodical than I guess other signs are more spontaneous and do things sporadically and I need to
Okay.
plan or I don't know. I don't really know much of it. I
Got
really don't
you. Got
follow it,
you.
but
Because you just sound like you're explaining Cheyenne to me.
well, I feel like I used to subscribe to my horoscope like years ago when I was much younger.
Mhm.
Maybe even like high school, college, I would like say, oh yeah, that did happen this week, like or whatever, like those horoscope predict, like I guess I don't know, forecasts or
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
I used to pay attention to the dating one back in the day
Mm.
when I was younger. Like, oh no, I need to stay away from that month because that month is, and
And I'm
you
always
know,
apparently from back then when I used to pay attention, I was always dating the wrong month, the wrong sign. I always was like, well,
right?
damn.
Was it right? Right? There has to be some truth because clearly we're dating the wrong signs. I
Yeah,
don't even know what
yeah.
is a sign that they said that is compatible with Pisces
I don't
or
even
Scorpio.
remember.
I don't
Yeah.
know what sign I'm supposed to look for. Good thing I don't really follow it too much, cause can you imagine living my life following this horoscope?
Some people really
Like,
do
sorry,
though.
I can't talk to you. Sorry, nope, you are a
Yeah, we don't
Pisces.
we're not we don't mesh well.
We don't mess well, right? There are people that do that. I've
Yes.
heard it. Yeah,
Ugh. Yeah, never
yeah,
mind.
yeah. Be careful, Never get a letter.
Hey, send the letter.
Uh, Well, other than that, yeah, other than being in the fall, pumpkin spice season,
Ugh.
being in the best month, my day
You have plans for your birthday?
Not this year.
Okay.
Not this year. I mean, that may change. They do say we're spontaneous, so
Oh, they say
I
that? Okay. Who's they?
I don't know. There's me.
They.
But yeah, I don't know. Right now, nothing now because I'm trying to save my coins for other stuff.
I feel you. I feel
So,
you.
Probably not. Yeah.
What else have you
Yeah.
been up to?
Um, working on some projects like my Lights on Girls project. So that's where my coins are going to. So
Mm,
that's why I don't want to really spend any money. I'm also trying to go skiing early next year. I want to. I really do.
okay.
Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's one of my plans. And that's pretty much it. Like I'm already, girl, do you know I'm already starting to plan for 2019? Like,
Well, you should be.
no, I wait till like, when we do the goal plan and everything, January come. Like, I don't usually think this hard on 2019, but like I'm excited for 2019 this time around. Like,
Well, I think there can't be anything wrong with that.
right. And so how's Chicago going?
It's
How's it
cold.
treating you?
It's okay. It's cold. I finally started real surgery this past week.
Ooh.
The first day.
Who are you cutting up? What are you doing?
First day we did an appendectomy, which is where you remove somebody's appendix because it was
Okay.
inflamed.
Were you
Um,
holding the knife?
well, we did it what we call laparoscopically, where you make like smaller incisions and use a camera and other
Oh.
tools to go in there, so you don't have to open them up too big. Um, I barely did anything during the surgery, but
Okay.
afterwards, I was taught by the surgeon how to close, like how to suture the skin in the small areas that we
Mm-hmm.
opened. So that was fun.
I'm the best
Um,
friend.
and then on Thursday, I saw like we had this man with what we call a ulcer on his back, and I don't even know how
Mm.
to describe that, but girl, that was not an ulcer anymore. Like his entire butt was gone. It's just nasty, and we had to clean it up, and it was terrible, and the smell, and but I was definitely
Wow.
all hands in on this surgery, scraping away at this man's butt, scraping all the dead tissue away
Wow.
until it looked better, but it's terrible. He's never gonna heal that. Like
Aw.
he's paralyzed. So and he had from a gunshot wounds like 15, 20 years ago. So he's literally been stuck in the position he's in for years. And he's been in a nursing home, so I guess from one moment of neglect of one small ulcer developed into his whole two butt cheeks and his back. Like it's terrible.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it was fun for me because
I'm sure I'm sure that was exciting for
I got to
you.
do stuff,
Must have been a
you know.
thrill.
It was. But
Okay.
this is definitely much better this first week being in the hospital, rounding. I'm definitely getting hazed by all these doctors. One, it's just always going to be a hierarchy. Like, it's terrible, but this is just the life. But
Mm,
it's okay. Barely getting any sleep. Ugh, yeah.
right. That's not talking about the struggle to get this going today.
Yes, and then I'm trying to eat properly.
Girl, tell
And
us about you trying to eat properly. What are you
well,
doing?
I really wasn't going to talk about it until I had some kind of results.
Okay.
But I decided to try this keto thing. I was inspired
Mm,
by one of our followers, one of our
mm-hmm.
listeners, and Candy as well. Candy, you've been doing the keto
We
as
go.
well.
Yes. That's. We can talk about it, but let me let you go first. How's it been going? Your
Well,
couple days.
I'm only a couple days in. I started on November 1st, and
Mhm.
today, November 4th, I am in ketosis, which is a big deal in the keto world.
It is. It is. That means you're burning.
That
You
means
are
my
burning. That's
body
what we
is
say. You're
apparently
burning.
burning fat.
It's a burning machine.
Right. So the other thing is, I looked at the scale this morning and I feel like the scale is false news because I weighed myself 2 weeks ago when I was home,
Uh-huh.
because I didn't have a scale here. And whatever it said then, today it says I'm 10 pounds down. Now, it doesn't make sense to me because I really didn't start eating properly till Thursday. We could say I started eating a little bit better like
So wait, so
Monday.
hold on. So it says you lost 10 pounds already.
10 pounds, yes.
Listen, I've seen people talk about those things. I've seen it. I've seen people post some crazy numbers like that. So it is possible.
Girl, I don't know. I took the scale, I moved the scale out the bathroom. So I weighed naked in the bathroom and I was like, what? And I was like, no. So I took a shower. I came out the bathroom, brought the scale into my room, got on the scale there. Now, the reason I did that, see, I'm on the third floor of this apartment. I have wood floors in my room. Sometimes, if the
Mhm.
floor isn't level, you can get false numbers on a scale. So I was like,
Mhm.
let me see. I was in the bathroom. The bathroom is tile. So I figured that was level enough. But when it showed me that crazy number, I was like, there's no way. So I come in the room and I get on the scale again and it shows the same number. And I'm still like, there's no way.
Wow.
So I put on some clothes, not like heavy
Okay.
clothes. I put on some leggings and a t-shirt and I take the scale outside in the cold onto the concrete floor and I stand on it and it was like maybe like 1 pound heavier, but still I was like, what in
So
the
have
world?
you tried on some of your old clothes to see how they fit? Have you noticed any difference in the
No,
clothes?
no, because all I'm wearing is scrubs and I
It
haven't.
could be water weight. You could have probably lost 10 pounds in water weight.
I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. And I haven't been working out either. I'm only just now gonna start working out tomorrow because the Planet Fitness was too far here. So I was about to do
Right.
this 2 month gym
Well,
thing
let's
here.
say once you start burning the water is what them goals, like I know, our coach, she was out of town recently and she came back and she was in her group and she told us that she, lost 11 pounds, but it was 11 pounds in water weight. And I'm like, bruh, water weight can be that much? And she's like, yeah. And I'm just
But how
like,
do you know
oh,
it's water weight versus something else?
I mean, she must know,
I guess I'm gonna have to ask her. I didn't tell her this about this weight because I was like, I don't know. I was like, you know what? Since this was the first time I'm using this scale, then next week Sunday when I weigh, then I'll be like, okay, now here's a difference on this same
uh,
scale. You know?
well, make sure you're also doing measurements. Like that's something I haven't done,
I
which
did do
I
that last week.
okay,
Yes.
good,
So I wrote
good,
those down. So I'm not
good,
gonna check
good.
those for I don't know. I'll probably wait till the end of the month to check those measurements, but we'll see. But what about you? You've been doing it longer than I have, and
Okay, so here is my keto review. Okay, so I was good. Like the first 5 weeks I was burning. Like I was on fire. My body was fire. All right. I slacked off once, and it's been a back and forth process ever since. I've been in, I've been out, I've been in, I've been out, I've been in, I've been out. Like I'll fall out on Saturday, and I'll be back in by Wednesday, and then I'm out again Saturday. Like it's been a back and forth process.
what do you
Um,
think is causing that?
well, I know what's causing it. It's the season. It's triggers. Yeah, it's certain things that, like, I'm an emotional eater, which we've expressed in the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for instance, like, for these 2 months, and and this month we're in right now, it's like auditing season. And so we're in the office all the time. Like, I'm not even on the road anymore. So it's like paperwork, and I'm just there, and I just tend to just grab the closest thing to me, which is candy, because we have tons of Halloween candy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that has been, like, I'm so glad Halloween is over. Like, I'm just cleared out everything. Like, boom, it's all gone. But that has been one of the things for me when I got emotional about a couple things. Recently, that was just my go-to thing. And I remember I was saying it in our group to my coach, and she's like, well, you need to you need to know what your triggers are. And I remember, and I had a breakdown. Listen, I have not seen my therapist since spring, okay? And I had a breakdown. I had to give her a call. And I remember I mentioned to her about that, and she's like, Candy, yeah, it's good that you know your triggers, but you don't know how to deal with your triggers, you know? And I'm like, that's what I'm trying to tell people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody's like, recognize your triggers. Bro, okay, good. What do I do about them now? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's another whole different conversation, re-triggers. But it's really just me just slacking. Like, I've just gotten caught up in my feelings, and I've just gone with the closest things that comfort me. And it's the candy. Like, I haven't drank any juice. I haven't had a bit of rice. I haven't had any bread. Like, none of those things I've had cravings for. I haven't had French fries. Oh my gosh, I have not had French
Please don't say
fries.
the word, because that's
I'm
my
sorry.
trigger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have not had any of those things. The people that cook rice and peas, and I can smell the coconut milk and everything, and I don't have any of it. But it is the candy. It is the chocolate that turns me. You get me? Like,
I
it's
feel
nothing
you.
else. So, I just wanted to be honest with that. But one thing I will say, though, is that I have learned that candy, sugar, I guess it is like a gateway drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when I say, like, once you get the taste of it on your tongue, it is really hard to shut it down. Well, for me personally, I don't know about other people, but I feel like sugar just opens up your palate for more sugar. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Does that happen to you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like Wednesday before I started, it was Halloween, and every nurse's station that we walked up to had a bucket of candy there. And I would be picking out the Kit Kats out of there. I swear I ate like 6 Kit Kats that day. But I was telling
Mm.
myself, like, okay, you starting keto tomorrow, so just eat it and you're done.
Uh,
You know?
well, I mean, the fact that you're already in ketosis, that's good, though.
Yeah, but,
That's really good. It takes me a little bit longer to get back in sometimes, but I don't want to do the back and forth because I did say I wanted to commit to it till Christmas. So it's been a struggle. I'm hoping that now that this season is over, because I haven't walked into a store and bought candy. You know what I'm saying? It's candy that's right there in front of
so
me.
then you need to prepare yourself with snacks to divert yourself if somebody else has candy around.
But so that's my thing with the keto. Like, I don't have space for snacks. Like with the macros, like if I have a snack or one of the snacks that's keto friendly, I won't have space in my macros left for much of anything else.
What do you mean? What are
Am I
you
doing it
eating on your
wrong?
meals?
Like, for instance, have you tried the keto chips, like the
No.
Wisp,
No, I
the
can't
cheese
find
crackers?
them.
Okay, now say for instance, now you go and eat a bag of Wisp
But why
or
would you eat a
6
whole
Wisp,
bag?
or not even a whole girl. It's not that much in the bag.
Okay. You eat 6
Okay,
Swiss.
say I go eat a slice of cheese. Okay, let's try that. Eat a slice of cheese or eat 2 slices of cheese, whatever. You enter that amount in. Your protein is already up a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't eat any more protein much when I go home to eat dinner.
Yeah, my
You know?
second day, I totally obliterated my macros. But I also didn't understand that I couldn't go over that number. I thought it was the max and the minimum number, but it was the other number. So then I was like, oh, I have room. Only to find out after I ordered this Five Guys burger with the lettuce wrap that
You're done.
I'm like almost like 60 grams over my fats and proteins.
Right.
But,
So
now
yeah,
I
I mean,
understand. Yeah, I feel you because even right now, I'm like trying to figure out dinner, and low key, it's not even that I'm hungry. I just want to eat something. Like I just feel peckish, and I'm like I'm just the protein definitely is hard to stay under for sure. It definitely can
definitely.
get away from you really hard. But I mean,
The
I
thing
don't
is, it's
know.
doable. Like I do with the package thing, that for me went away after a while. Like that
Okay.
honestly did, because I honestly the coffee helped me significantly.
See,
Like
now I
it.
have a problem with this coffee thing. I
Mhm.
tried to make this bulletproof coffee with the butter, and I'm pretty sure it gave me diarrhea the first day. And I, I, I can't keep drinking this black coffee. It tastes disgusting. And even though they say you can have almond milk, I look at the almond milk carbs, and I'm like, I can eat nothing else then if I have almond milk in my coffee.
Yeah, talk to your coach. I don't know.
It's
Those are
frustrating.
little things that's a struggle for me. So what was working for me was I'd have the cold brew in the morning or when it was a hot coffee at the job, and that would last me because I was on the road. That helped when I'm not sitting down doing nothing. Now I'm sitting down doing nothing, and then it's like, when you get bored. And also now because I've opened it up with this candy, so now it's just like I'm craving everything. Because the cravings went away. Like I was good the first five. Like I really wish I didn't eat that rum cake that my boss brought, because that is what messed up everything for me. And then my friend bridal shower, and then go bring this food, come put in front of me. That was that same weekend was Roxanne's bridal shower. But
Oh.
anyway, so I mean, it does work because I'm in a group with other girls and they're killing it right now. But one thing I would recommend that people try it. It gets easier after like the first 2-3 weeks. The cravings are not as strong. Just eat, and they have some great keto foods like that Five Guys burger wrapped in the lettuce is delicious.
I mean,
Chicken
it
wings.
was good, but the I don't know. They put way too much lettuce on there. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I didn't like their lettuce.
I love their lettuce. What are you what?
No, I was
Wait,
not.
depends on the lettuce that you're asking for. They have two types. They have two lettuce
I
at
don't know all of that.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it after. Yeah, they have two types of lettuce, and I normally have to ask them to get the wrapped lettuce and not
Well, that was
their.
me ordering on Grubhub or whatever. So,
Uh, well, like I said, people try to, and then you figure out what works for you. Like, couple things I realized that works for me is, like, I don't like Starbucks anymore. Like, when you taste things without sugar, without the extra sauce and ketchup and barbecue sauce, you kind of get to taste what things are really like and what you really, So, like, for instance, I had BurgerFi burger the other day, and I didn't like it. I didn't like their burger. And I went right back to Five Guys. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that I didn't like Starbucks coffee without the sugar. I prefer Dunkin' Donuts. Like their coffee actually has this chocolatey type taste to it. I don't know how I'm now saying coffee tastes like chocolate, but it has that taste to it that I enjoy. Like I can just drink it straight like that without just ice and I'm good. What else I noticed that I don't like? I think it's probably just those two I realized without the sauces. I like wings now a lot more than before. So it works for different people. I think it's worth a shot. I think if you're trying to get into weight loss or even just trying to limit carbs and sugar, I think it helps. I definitely think it does if you're trying to, because I've noticed different changes in my body. Like I've noticed my skin change. I've noticed just just of course the things fitting differently. Um, I've noticed those things here and there. So I think the eliminating the carbs and the sugar, I think that helps. So I think you should give it a shot, especially if you're like diabetic or you have the black spots on your skin and you want your skin to clear up. I think it's worth a shot. So that's my only thing. Did I mention all the goods and the bads that are? Um, yeah. Also, the coach that I want to put you on, you should check her out on Instagram. It's uh, Keto Yardy Keto. Which one is it, Shay?
Keto Yardy.
Keto Yardy. Keto Yardy Yardie. Check it out. That's the coach that I've been working with. I don't know the fee off the top of my head right quick, but she has. You can pay by the month, or 2 months, or 3 months. Cheyenne recently started in Curry. She said she's burning out, and so I know she's about to look snatched in a few. Don't be like me. But don't worry, I'll be back in ketosis very soon, probably by Thursday. I'll be back there. One of the things I know, I'm not really a fan of the group chat. That's my personal thing. I know it works for others, but I've never been a fan of group stuff where as workouts or health has been concerned. I don't want to share all of my personal information all the time, especially when I didn't do as well as I should. And I know we strive for progress and not perfection, but I don't always want to share that I failed this week with y'all. I guess my health and my weight has been such a personal thing for me over the years. And I know I'm into being real and all of that stuff, but that's just one thing I've just never really been comfortable with that much, just sharing. And I hate having to share if I'm burning or not, or, what I lost. Like, I don't want to tell y'all what I lost this week or I didn't lose, because y'all already know my starting weight. I don't want y'all to know anything else about my weight that I didn't,
Well, the group I'm in, I don't know what days any of them started with. But the thing is, I feel like I'm the only one in the group talking, and I feel weird. But at
Oh,
this
my
point,
group is,
I'm
is,
like,
is live.
I'm
I enjoy my group.
then several people are like no longer in the group all of a sudden, and I'm like, wait, what happened? Like,
Because
and I
they're
don't
probably
know
giving
these
up. Some
people
people give up.
in like 2 days.
Yes, some people can't. Some people
Oh
give
my
up.
god! But you like
Especially,
paid your money.
well, that's good for the coach then, because you don't get a refund.
That's probably my driving
Or
force. I'm like, look, I paid this money. I'm
or
about to
maybe,
make
well,
this
I don't
work.
know.
Or maybe they are
Yeah,
like you and they want to have private conversations, but
that could be too.
maybe, I guess.
I prefer the private conversations. I don't like. But one thing I do like about the group is the recipes. Oh my gosh, these girls can cook. They post the stuff that they're cooking for dinner, and oh my gosh, it's so good. That's one of the reasons why I like the groups, is that. And they're also very encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like when I do finally say, okay, let me admit to them I'm not burning or this. They're like, oh, Candy, you'll be fine, whatever, and then they share recipes, and I'm just like, but so that's one of the reasons why I like it, why I stick with the group. But other than that, I don't like always posting my details. But to each his own. That's my thing. Even when working out, like I remember when they used to have the group workout, and I didn't like going because I didn't like working out with all of these people. Like, here you are doing 60 push-ups and I can only do 5, I didn't like that pressure, and so I just have my personal issues with that. But we could do this, yeah. That's my thing with that. I will continue doing it. I'm not going to give up on it because I do prefer a lifestyle without eating so much sugar, without drinking juice, without drinking soda. Like, I never thought that I'd be able to be drinking coffee for 6, 8 whole months without sugar.
Well, that's
You
where I
know?
differ from you because I do not see myself doing this long term. Like, there's no way. Nope.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I don't. I've seen that I don't need the sugar now. So
Okay, I
I.
don't usually eat a lot of candy and stuff like that, but somebody, I need some fries. Well, like, what am I gonna do
Oh.
come Thanksgiving? What you talking about? Wait, going to Christmas? What you gonna do Thanksgiving? Mac and cheese, sweet potato. Like,
Well, okay.
how
Let's.
you gonna eat all that? You can't.
But so this is my thing now that I think what I've realized is that some people need to offer other options on the table with when it comes to these events.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm
I'm sure
saying?
there's other options. But you really gonna want to sit there and just eat the salad and the meat? I
But
mean,
no, I'm saying other options like there's a whole. We have now the the cauliflower options.
oh, okay, sure, right, but okay, let's be realistic here.
I'm for real. I've had some really. Let me like if this I mean, we may go over our macros, but I'm saying if it's macros with the good food, like you tell me if you have someone for Thanksgiving cook up some bomb wings and jerk chicken and
But that's what I'm saying. You
some.
already have the meats there. They're gonna be there, okay? Especially Jamaican Thanksgiving. You're gonna have some curry goat. You're gonna have some jerk chicken. You're gonna have whatever meats.
Then I'm good. Then just give me some what is it? You know, remember that broccoli that we used to eat at
No,
Cheddar's with the
no,
cheese?
nope, nope.
That was really,
That's
really,
not gonna
really good.
satisfy me when everybody else is having mac and cheese and sweet potato casserole and and potato salad. No,
Well, again, like I said, you can still burn after. So I mean, I
that's what
just
I'm just
yeah,
saying. It's not gonna be my life from now on.
right. I
That's
mean,
what
I
I'm
can still go
saying.
to Thanksgiving and not drink any juice, though.
Yeah, that's I can do that too, right? I
So
can
that's
avoid the
that's
rice. I can avoid the juice.
so what I'm saying. So those things I think are good ways to move forward. You know, small steps to success. If we can eliminate those things, those sugary things and calorie things from our diet every day, every week, or for a good majority of
Right, I
the time,
agree.
then those are definitely good steps. We don't need to be consuming all this soda and stuff that we. I was drinking. Listen, I was drinking so much Coke. Okay, so much Coke. But
Anyway,
you
we have
know.
definitely went way longer with this
Right. Oh
topic
my
than
gosh.
we planned to.
This is not the plan, guys. I don't know how we got into talking about keto for so long. But for more information, like I said, check out Keto Yardy on Instagram. I'm sure they're going to be taking new clients. What do
For
we no, they probably
December.
already took. Yeah, she already took. Probably shut off November, but December, y'all try it out. It's lots of information. I could never do the coaching thing because y'all annoying as hell. I know I was annoying. I have too many questions, and y'all probably do. And a coach will help you. A coach will. So check that out and stay tuned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have 30 minutes.
Oh wow, 30 minutes. Gosh. Okay. Hit
Okay.
it. Next. What's next?
So the matter at hand, the second half of the podcast,
Oh gosh,
is
30 minutes. We can do this.
is
Do this.
about we want to talk about friendships. Okay.
Oh yes,
Um,
friendship.
we all have friends, clearly. That was an understatement. But
Hmm.
I mean, do you have the friends that you had from high school? Are you still friends with your friends from high school or your friends from when you were younger in your teens that you thought were your BFF Jills and all of that? Like, are you still friends with those people?
Um, not a lot of them. Not a lot. Some of them were still very close. Some of them were just what they call it. What's before you turn a friend?
Associates.
Associate. Yes, there you go. So I'm just associates with some of them. Some of them are just Facebook friends. We need to just that needs to become a thing. Just say social media friends. Some of them are just social media friends.
Mm.
And then yes, and then some of them have become real friends outside of that. So just a few of them, yeah. What about you?
I mean, yeah, same. I mean, I have Friends from high school. I could go back to high school in Jamaica. There's a like well, honestly at this point there's only like one person that I'm still friends with from high school in Jamaica. The
I have
other
no friends from
friend
Jamaica.
the other friend is more now like an well, we don't talk as much, unfortunately. Life
Mhm.
happens.
Mhm.
And then, well, both of them, honestly. And then, but the other one I see more often, like at least once a year when she's in
Okay.
town. And then, now from high school here, I have a handful, not even, of friends that I was actually friends with in high school that I'm still friends with now. Well, okay, let's
Mm,
narrow it down. I think I have three friends from high school that I'm still friends with now. So, that happens. And then, you had friends from college that
okay.
were friends for a while, and then all of a sudden you're not really friends with them anymore. Things kind of happen. And I feel like I have a lot of different groups of friends because I've moved around so much.
Mhm.
So I have close friends in different spaces that don't actually mix.
Mm,
Yeah, so I don't know.
yeah. Okay.
But of
So,
course, yeah.
oh me?
Yeah, what were you going to say?
Oh, um. So I was gonna ask you. I don't know if I don't know. Last time I tried to do the whole segue thing,
Oh my God.
you got on me. So let me just turn it back over to you. I
No,
don't
say
want.
what you're saying. I was done.
Oh, oh, you're okay. So I was saying. So what do you think are some of the the reasons that we lose friends as we get older?
Well, yeah. I mean, let's see. I have lost, not really lost friends, but I have become less close with people for so many different reasons. Some people you just, like I said, my one friend from Jamaica, you just simply drift apart because
Mhm.
of distance and your lives are different and it's not necessarily conducive to call up somebody every day like you used to.
Right.
And
Okay. So distance.
but also I've seen where my friendships have changed with some of my friends that have gotten married, had
Right. Right.
babies, started their families, or gotten into relationships that they can't see outside of. So they
Oh.
don't really
Ooh.
have time for anyone outside of their relationship anymore, Like
Uh
I've had that
huh.
happen. So there's
Right.
that. Um, I've lost friends because of arguments. Um, you get into an argument about something and you can't seem to resolve it. And sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes you don't even try to resolve it. You just kind of get mad and you don't have the conflict resolution skills to fix it. And people, we're human and we're just done. And that's
but
it. Next thing you know, you
do
know.
you think that they should at least try though? Right.
I mean, of course, you should try,
Okay.
but that's happened is basically what I'm saying. And
Mhm.
then I guess lack of communication, which I guess ties back into distance and drifting apart. If you don't reach
Mhm.
out and they
Mhm.
don't reach out, and then next thing you know, it's been a year or two since the last time you spoke to them, other
Right.
than
Right.
wishing them happy birthday or something on social media or texting
Social media.
them.
So they become social media
They've
friends.
become social media friends and
Oh.
it's kind of it just becomes what it is.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. I guess I can agree with you on some of those same reasons. That happened to me regarding why we lose friends as we get older.
Hmm.
Another thing that I even like to add to that is that I think I think another thing that can add to that is you just growth. Like you're on a different page. You guys share different values now, different opinions, different religions,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that's another reason why we're just not friends anymore. We're just not on the same page anymore.
Yeah.
I've even realized that another thing, in even losing friends, that you're in finding yourself, realizing what you stand for. I guess the same thing back to even the values and all that. In finding yourself, you tend to lose people too, because
Mm-hmm.
you know that you want to do certain things a certain way, and sometimes your friends just don't. They just can't respect that,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we can't communicate about it, properly, and then boom, you're not a social media friend.
Right.
Um, so it sucks when it happens, right?
Yeah, it definitely happens very often. I mean, but what happens is that most times there is no communication that it's happening, right?
Yeah,
There's
I think
no
that's the
there's no
biggest thing.
breakup.
Like I can honestly, like there are some friendships that I can look at and I can see how it did not have to end if they had just communicated. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like if y'all had just taken the time out of your oh so busy schedules, because that's everybody's saying, oh, my busy, enough time for that. Like I even think social media even plays into that, where people just use some of these excuses and these memes to just, you know, solidify, just give reasons to why this friendship is over. And I'm always on the outside just looking and like, it didn't have to be over. I see where it was a misunderstanding.
Right.
It was a straight up misunderstanding, and you guys did not give it enough time to talk about it and make it work. Like even me now, one of the things I've learned about myself is that with communication, like I hate texting when we have an issue. You know that. Like I don't like I'm big on the voice note.
Mhm.
Like I feel like if someone knows me, they can hear my tone in the voice note, or I'm gonna call you. I feel like with the text messages, things get missed,
Oh, I do
and
not.
it's
I do not
huh?
do serious conversations over
With the
text.
text
Like,
message,
I
I don't
don't
know why
understand why anyone still tries to do that.
people still do that. It's beyond me that people think that it's okay that we're good friends and we're having a disagreement, and you think it's a good idea that we're going to text each other.
Mm-mm.
I and I just realized that there's different people. Some people are okay with the texting, some people are not. But Shine, I'm telling you from now, if you have an issue with me,
You
Shine,
don't have
don't
to
text
tell me
me.
because we know we done been through this.
We don't do texting. Okay, I just
Nope.
I just want I just want to make sure you're clear
Oh, I'm
on
clear.
that. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not with the texting thing. And I remember some time ago, someone that used to be my friend, um, she said to me one time, she's like, Candy, you just need to let it go. Now this is after we had an issue, and we never spoke about the issue.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Like she moved on, like nothing ever, like it didn't happen. You know, and I guess for me, I can't move on. Like I feel like we have to. Let's talk about it and hug it out. I don't know. That's just my thing. I just feel it's so weird that we can have this elephant in the room and we dance around the elephant like it's still not right there.
But
Like we
in
all
that
know.
case, it's only you are
Mhm.
the only one seeing the elephant in the room. Cause
Mm.
she's done. She's moved on. So
That's
and
that's
that's
true.
I feel you because I don't like to when people just move on without us having a conversation and coming to a conclusion. Even if we
Right.
agree to disagree, I still need to come to that conclusion. But some people don't. Like I've even had that in
Do
romantic
you think they really
relationships.
don't? You think they really don't see the elephant anymore?
I
They're
really
pretending
don't
like they don't
know.
see it.
I can't tell you, but that's how they behave. And they insist like they're adamant about it that it's not that serious and you need to move on. So I can only assume that they really have moved on like they said. You know what I mean? And I've had that problem in romantic relationships too, where like we get in an argument and then you want to talk about it, you want to talk to me normal tomorrow, like I'm still not pissed, like,
Right,
you know,
right.
and I can't do that. But I guess that
And
goes into knowing the people that you're friends with too.
that is true. But my thing with that, because I've learned my lessons with moving past the elephant, and I wouldn't, and I could do that. I could move past the elephant like you, sure. But my thing is, it happens again, and an elephant becomes an issue again. Like, we ignored the elephant the first time and moved past it, and we were good again. But this elephant came back. He came back again. He plopped himself right here, and you want us to ignore it a second time? So that's my thing with that. But I guess that's the different styles and how friends communicate, and I just think even things like that. If I don't know.
So who yields, right? So who yields? Like one of the things we were looking at, it says, you want to understand the people that you're around. So if is it them that are supposed to understand that I need to talk about this? Or is it me that should understand that they don't need to talk about it and respect them that way? Like which one is it?
I never thought about it that way. That's a good, I don't know, Shy.
Right?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird because I'm coming from my own perspective. Like, I need us to talk about this. And this person hates talking about things. Like,
somebody would say sorry to cut you, but that would be a horoscope thing right there. But we're both saying the same thing. So isn't that how Pisces and anyways, girl, go ahead. I'm just being extra, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, maybe our listeners can share their thoughts. We'll post it on some way or the other. But it's like it gets tricky. But
it does.
But that's the thing with friendships, right? It's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be tricky because we're all human, and someone's gonna be offended at one point or the other. Someone's gonna be upset about something, all based on whatever they're going through. So we just have to. You do have to communicate, though, right?
We do. Mm-hmm.
If I communicate to you that I need to talk about this and you're like, I don't want to talk about this right now, there has to be some way to reach a middle ground. And you tell me, I don't want to talk about it now, but I know you need to talk about it, so maybe in a week.
Let's talk about it later.
Later. Right. So it's all about, the key is communication right there, And if you understand that your friend is this way, then you can approach them the way that they need to be approached based on how you know them to be,
Right,
yeah.
Right. Also, that makes sense. And we'll put that out there. Yeah, or anybody who, has a comment on that, please, feel free to message us on that. But just some things I just wanted to, from one of my books that I was reading on friendships. And it's just some tips that, want to leave with you guys. Shiny can, jump in and comment.
Yes.
But some tips to leave with you guys on, just how to be a good friend. Like, one of the things it says here is that friends are some valuable ass people. They don't need to hang out with you. They're not obligated to give you their affection. They don't have to have you in their life. They choose to. Most of them, I'm not even going to say that part. So treat them good. Work hard to deserve their affection and give them yours freely. You don't owe them anything, and they don't owe you anything. So once you've chosen each other, decide to care about them. So one of the things is to assess, honestly, your own friendship needs and wants.
That's a good
Anything
point.
You want to say on that?
Yes, I think that's definitely very important because if you have to assess what you need from a friendship. If you need somebody to text and call you every day, like communicate every day, then you need to assess whether or not the people you have in your life are able to do that. Or have you communicated to them that that's what you need? Or, or are you communicating every day? Things like that. So, like, what is it that I need as a friend? I don't know. I don't need to talk to my friends every day. All
Mhm.
right. It's
Mhm.
simply not. It's not even possible. So, you
And some
know,
people don't, and it's not even just well that you may not need it. Some people don't have the time. Some people don't have the energy. So that's just that their personality too. You know, you
right,
have your whole the introvert, the extrovert, that middle ground between the two.
right.
Um, yeah. So assess your own friendship needs and want. Know what it is that you want out of a friendship. Another one is be nice to people. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to people. This is how y'all gonna get new friends. If y'all want new friends, be nice to people. Some of you guys out here mean as hell, with your screwed up faces all the time.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a screwed up face all the time,
I
Cheyenne?
probably do, yes. But I mean, where I'm at right now, I'm not even trying to make no new friends, to be honest. I don't have the energy, I don't have the space for any new friends, which I shouldn't say like that, but because honestly, I have a friend date coming up next week with some
You
girl
have a
that
what?
a friend date.
Oh yes,
I've
that's a
never met
thing,
this
guys.
girl.
Can we throw that out there? That's a thing.
I've never met this girl. Another friend of mine. I was talking to this group of friends back, you know, over text that I'm kind of like, I don't have anybody to hang out with in Chicago,
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, I have a friend there. She really loves to hang out with people, blah, blah, blah. Here's her number. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't want to hang out with no new girl, like, But I texted her and we made
Good,
plans.
good.
So we were almost
See,
supposed to hang out today, but something happened. But we made plans for this coming weekend. And we'll
I
see how
like
that
that.
goes. But
I
honestly,
like that.
I know I have resting bitch face. I know that. So I'm really not
So you're aware.
I'm aware of
Okay.
that, but it's not that I'm being
Okay.
mean. I just kind of that's just what my face looks like. So you're going to have to
Okay.
learn to to love me with
And
my
even being nice to people, like you don't have to go over the top. Like don't try to match like the next person who you consider like you don't like you don't have to match me, like you don't have to match the next person. Like do just treat people nice. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like sooner or later you're gonna be somewhere hoping that that you have nice, decent people around you so you can start by being that decent person.
Right.
You know? So that is a start. Do well in your your long distance friendship. Distance
Mhm.
is what shows you whether or not something has long term value. Cheyenne,
Mhm.
I'm treating you good long distance. Let me know. Let me know if I need to fix
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
know,
yeah. You're
girl.
doing okay. You're doing all right. I'm
Okay,
kidding.
I'll take
No,
the
yeah.
okay.
No, and that's something honestly that I personally take on to myself to work on because um I know that for most of the people that I'm friends with, I'm the one that's away, right? I'm the one
Mm,
that's gone and their lives have stayed the same. It's not like they're not going anywhere. What I mean is they're still doing what they're doing where they're at. I'm the one
mm-hmm.
that's moving
Moved
all over the
away.
place and I'm the one that's gone. So even though, I mean, at one point I used to feel like, well, I'm the one that's gone. You should be checking on me and seeing if I'm okay and
Mm,
blah, blah, blah. But I don't feel that way anymore. I mean, obviously, yes, I like when people check in and things like that, but I don't feel like it's their obligation to check in on me. Like once I remember, like once you come across my mind, I
mm-hmm.
try to make the effort to say hey. And sometimes honestly, it takes me a couple days. But once you come across my mind the first time and I'm like, yeah, I need to text this person. I need to text this person. It keeps coming back
Mm-hmm.
into my head. I need to text this person until I do. And we'll have like a quick back and forth conversation and that's all good for me. I feel like I've done my due diligence as a friend that I have reached out to you. Now, and I'm not the type of person that's now waiting for you to be the one to reach out next. But I just know
Mm-hmm.
if I thought about you, then I think it's my obligation in that moment to reach out. Because I don't know what's going on with your life, why you haven't reached out to me. That's not my problem to try to figure out. But if I have this moment, I think it's my obligation to do so. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
With that, yes. So, because it is easy to fall out, when
Mm-hmm.
someone not we fall out in an angry way, but fall out a touch when someone moves. But if that person is, you consider them a vital part of your life, and they're worth holding on to. Try if you can, guys. Try,
Yeah.
try, try. Another one is there something you want your friends to do, and it's important. Spell that out ahead of time rather than being angry when people fail to read your mind. This one's a big deal, and I guess for me because y'all know I read my feelings all the time. Um, but yeah, this one I think it's important for people to see, especially with friends. I think maybe sometimes we need to define what friends are to each other, but if you're a friend, there's certain things that you need to say, and don't just expect the expectations. Don't just expect us to know of that you wanted us to be there for your what? I don't know. Give me an example of something that um I don't know.
Your baby shower.
My baby
Okay, no,
shower,
not your baby shower, but okay, maybe your child's birthday
or
party
or
or I
I
don't
think that's
know.
important. No,
I mean, but if I don't
I
have
can't think
kids,
of. I think right. Uh,
I don't necessarily not okay. I'm just saying maybe going to at this point in my life, maybe going to your child's first birthday may not be at the top of my agenda. But if
right. That's
you
true. Right.
think that that's important to you in our friendship, then I will be there
Exactly.
with
Right.
gifts.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like sure, but that's I don't know. That's just an example.
And what may be important, yeah. So I think so. With that, yeah, it's really important to go ahead and say, everyone is busy. Like you can even say, like I know everyone's busy. I know you have school. I know you have this. I know you have that. But it would mean a lot to me if
If
you could
this,
make
yeah,
it. If you could be there. Saying people say we are not mind readers.
right,
We are
right,
not mind readers.
very true.
Um, if your feelings will be hurt if people don't show up to something, tell them that. And it's okay for you to say that if you do consider this person a
Friend.
friend. Right. Right. Okay, so
Yes,
say it,
that's
y'all.
very
Say it.
important.
And another way, a strong way to do that is moving on to is pay attention to how your friends show affection.
Yes,
That's another thing too. Y'all need to pay attention. Like if you see your friend makes a big deal out of what, Cheyenne? What?
their birthday.
Their birthday, okay. Their birthday is a big deal. Like
So,
it's they talk about the whole month. They talk about celebrating all the time. They talk about entering November because it is the best one. Like you hear them bigging it up the
I'm
whole
done.
time. That means that it's a big deal to them.
So
So
then my
whatever
question here is if you see that your friend does not make a big deal about their birthday, is it fair to expect them to make a big deal about yours? You know that they really don't do things big on their birthday like you do.
but I think that
Should you
also
be
just goes back
offended?
to understanding your friends though. Right?
Yeah,
No?
yeah, you're right. It was just a thought, just a thought.
And there's another one, and I'll get into that after this. But I think like if you know your friends are like where they're at, I mean you don't have whatever we you have to use birthday, But if you have a friend who say fusses over you on your birthday and fusses over their birthday, then okay, it's a big deal. If you know someone is they're doing a big race that you see them train, so, okay, something like that. They're doing a big race, and you know that they've been training for the past 2 years or whatever. Make sure that you are saying something about that, or you are watching it on the TV, and even send them a picture. Say, "Hey, girl, I'm watching you on the TV." When they go home later and they check it out and they say, "Oh, you were paying attention to me in my race. You cared." You know. and I mean, like, you maybe, send them a case of water. You may need this, or just make sure you are aware that this is something that they've been training for, they've been practicing for. Big them up on that. So little things here and there. We won't be able to travel all across the world to support everything that they're doing, but there are other ways that you can support the cause. Just because something isn't particularly important to you doesn't mean that it shouldn't be important to someone else.
Right.
Moving along
Quickly, because we're at our
quickly.
limit.
So this one, I'm gonna put in 2 words. It says monitor. So not only monitor, but treat your friendships like you also do your romantic relationships. Because y'all know when some of y'all get real booed up. Okay, sorry. You want to go into this one, Cheyenne?
I mean, I personally think I've done well with this. Like with my past relationships, I've been. Well, I guess we're talking about something different then. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, let me back up. Yes, I don't know if I've done well with this then. Treated my friendships like I treat my romantic relationships. Um, I think in more recent times I've done better. I've assessed the
Okay.
types of friendships that I have, if they're toxic or if it's not working out, or
Okay. Good.
if I feel like we need to break up. But
Exactly. Right.
or am
Has
I
this
am I
friendship
giving
run
you
its
enough
course?
attention?
Yes.
Are you giving me enough attention?
Okay.
Are you spending time with your other friends and not me? Or I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, so that one. So we don't need to she touched on it. We don't need to get into that one too much. So yes, the same way you treat or monitor your friendships like you do your romantic relationships. Sometimes you just need to break up.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just need the same attention
Maybe
that
y'all
you
need
always
some therapy and
right.
some
Ooh, you know
friendship
what I'm saying?
therapy, some counseling.
Maybe you guys need to go on a trip and resolve some stuff. I don't know.
That reminds me.
I don't know.
Shout out to Gino and that Tennessee trip. That was hilarious.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Right.
that was good.
Yeah, those are the days. Be supportive of your depressed or heartbroken friends. Straight up. Period. No, that's it. That's what they say. That's what the young people say. Period.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It is rarely as fun to be friends with someone when they're clinically depressed as when they are their normal selves. But everyone goes through a hard time every now and then. Do not stitch on them when this happens. Do not interpret their silence or their sadness as a rejection of you. It doesn't matter that it's a pain in your ass. It's just what you have to do. Can we just leave that right there, please? We don't even. Do we need to even say anything more on that?
No, we don't. We don't need to say it.
That summed up everything, right?
Yes, and
Right. I think so.
definitely. So,
And then last but not least, oh, you want to say something?
no, that's
And to end it all, basically, just be the kind of friend that you want to have. This is what it all boils down to. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to when they tell their crap to you and they need someone to vent. Tell them they'll be okay, or tell them where to go so it can be okay. Go over and check on them check on their cat or their dog or their puppy when they're on vacation. Call or text on their birthday. Yeah, which reminds me, if I don't have kids, Cheyenne, I need you to attend my puppy's birthday party, okay? Right.
and that's a wrap. I'm done.
Treat them like what they are, the person, the friend that actually gives to that cares about that cares about you, not because they have to, but because they want to. I want y'all to remember that. Like, we don't have to be friends, bro. Like, we don't have to be. I don't need you. You're not, but you
No,
choose
but
to have these different.
I don't like to say it like that because I definitely don't. I feel like the friends that I have, I need them. Okay?
Oh,
I feel
okay,
like
okay. I take it back.
I
Okay.
do need these friends that I have at this point in life. If you had checked
Am I
me,
one of those?
yes, if you had
Okay.
checked me a couple
This
years
is
ago, there
extra.
might have been a couple people that I did not need. Okay?
Mhm.
But I think I've done a good job of narrowing down a core group of people that I feel that I do need these people, like for different reasons and different parts of
For
my
different
life.
reasons, right, right,
These are the
right,
people that I can call on. So
right, right.
understand that I do need you. So don't be acting crazy, okay?
You know what song came to mind? That song that we used to sing in church all the
Oh,
time as young people.
God.
I need you.
Yes.
You need me. Come on.
And then we
We're
all used to
all a
reconcile and hug each other at the
part of God.
altar.
Of God's body. Yes. If you don't know the song, I don't know who sings it. I just know it was a
I
song we
don't
used to sing as the
remember.
youth choir. But yes. So that is it, folks. Um,
Yeah.
yes, I think that was a good one, Cheyenne.
Yes, it was like 2 episodes in one.
Oh, we do. Okay, so we're spinning this one.
No, we're not. I'm just saying it was like 2 episodes in one.
Okay.
Because it was
Yes,
two topics.
I hope you guys sat and listened to everything because I think this was good stuff. I think it's good stuff. I even got some stuff from it. I need to go listen to this again and try to be a better person out here in these streets, you know? And even that whole one that Shine mentioned before, in like who takes it, like who actually,
Who diverts to the
takes the
other?
first step.
Yeah.
Right, you know? I thought that was a good one she mentioned. So again, let's do better, people. Like I know social media has us all out here trying to be ruthless and
Savage.
cold and savage. But if that's not you, don't let social media tell you how to be. That's not me. So
And
I
you
will.
know
I.
what? And if you're my
Mm-hmm.
friend and you're listening and I am not being a good friend to you, please text me. My number
Oh,
has not
text
changed. Let me
her.
know. Let me know. Call me. And tell
Yes,
me
let
about
her
myself. Let
know.
me know that I haven't been
And text.
doing what I should be doing.
You can text
Yeah.
me too. I know my people should text me if I say text me. They're probably gonna say I've been waiting on you to come visit me for this long time. You ain't never come. I know. I see that text coming. I see it coming. Oh God, y'all. Okay, so yeah. With that said, so what I'm listening to real quick, the new Element album. I know Sharon isn't all into it, but that's fine. I think there's just one song I really like on there, which is called Sauce. Sauce.
Sauce.
Sauce.
Sauce.
I like that song because I just like it. I feel like you know I can agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
What was the polls like on the when you checked for people who liked the
oh
album?
the album. A lot of people had said that they didn't really listen to it. Yet I thought you were talking about the Nicki Minaj
Oh,
Cardi
that poll
poll
was
that we did.
hilarious. All of our listeners are 100% on Cardi's side.
Right? Did you
What?
see that? Guys, we did a poll the other day on our Instagram account, like, whose side are you on, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? As the majority of our followers
Wasn't
clicked
it
Cardi.
100%?
It was 100%, yes, the
Yeah.
majority. Oh, yeah, it was 100. It was a full 100. No one voted for Nicki.
Because
No
Nikki need to
one.
go sit down somewhere with her
That is
bullying self.
crazy. No one voted for Nicki. And I'm like, really? Yes, Cardi gang.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, she won. So, yeah, so that was a poll that we did. Cardi won. The Element album, at that point when we did it, it was still new. A lot of people said they didn't listen to it really yet, so that's still that. I don't know, Shine, you wanted to touch on what do you think about that album?
The album, it's not that it was bad. It just didn't hold my interest. I didn't like the
Okay.
little skits that she did in between. I thought those were corny. And yeah, I was just like, girl, next song. Like, stop talking. And
I can't stand you.
it just did not hold my
Okay.
interest. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, it was all right. I'm not
Okay.
listening to any particular album right now. I've just been rotating through these playlists. Mood, The
So
Wave.
her came out with a part two album. Have you checked that out at all? No.
Part two of what?
Yes, I saw it pop up on my some notification I got that said that, and then I saw people posting couple of her songs from that. So I don't know. I know I saw an iTunes notification about it, but I haven't checked it out yet. But I figured that you would have already. Another song that I want you guys to check out. We're speaking of friends, but it's not talking about human friend, but is so a gospel artist called Prince Ty called Real Friend. I really like that song. Came across it earlier this morning. And there was another album which is kind of like a hippie gospel singer. I don't like to say gospel. I feel like when I say gospel, gospel sounds like you know, like you know, is that what, or do they just call it Christian music? What do they call it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Her name is okay. Here it is. The album is called The Heel, and her name is Keandra Luckett. I've been checking that one out. So that's another Christian album. What do they? Let's see. What do they call it on iTunes? What do they call those albums? Oh, Christian and Gospel. Okay, so it's a Christian and Gospel album called The Heel by Keandra Luckett. Check that out. My favorite song on that album is called The Water. And again, the other guy to check out is called Prince Ty, T-A-I, and the song is called Real Friend. And that's all I got for you for songs, and I'm done.
Yeah, I just pulled up as you were speaking the Her Part 2. I'm going to have to give that a listen after we get off the phone.
So why you never pull up Keandra or Prince
I'm just,
Ty?
because you said that one first. I
Why you
started.
never listen to the church music?
I will.
I'm going to tell your
saying.
mother for prayer for you. You see that?
All right. Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh gosh, yeah. So so that's on my list to check out. Also, the part 2 her album, and that's it. We done.
We done.
We done, y'all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for vibing with us.
Oh, you're right. And follow us on Instagram at These Two Girls. On Twitter at These Two Girls Pod. Find us on Facebook. Email us at These Two Girls Podcast at gmail.com. I think those are all the handles.
Yes, and again, if you guys want to check out more regarding keto and the steps, and just have any questions, go check out Keto Yardie, Keto Yardie, Yardie on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Adios.